I would definitely agree with this. I think the time, thing was the worst part for me. Going into it, I was like, okay, 6 weeks and then I'm done. I can do 6 weeks. But when you're in pain, and especially intense pain and discomfort, like with the hives and all that thing, those 6 weeks turn into a whole different, 6 weeks is not the same as any other 6 weeks, trust me. When you're in pain nonstop, it might as well be 6 months or 6 years, you get to a point where you're just done, mentally, physically, and it keeps going after that. So, it's kind of like a marathon, or it can be. I know that some people recover very quickly. I think I've had a little bit bad luck maybe with my recoveries, because I've had some issues on both, and I actually still have an issue almost a year later in my left armpit, where it's too tight. And with the first one, I had a tension wound on my right armpit, and I've had a lot of openings that wouldn't close. I've had infections on both surgeries. I've had to do a lot of crazy things. Like I've removed my drain tubes. I've drained an abscess, chemically cauterized my own armpit over and over and over again at home. Like I've had to do all kinds of things I wouldn't have guessed that I would have had to do. So, it can be unpredictable. And it is, a time sink, but, through everything, even with the complications I've had, the bad luck, I would do it again in an instant. And that's saying so much, knowing exactly what that is. It's easier to say when you don't know what it is, trust me, but still, I'm saying it. And it's an easy decision. Would I like it? No. I mean, I still got to do it again. And, I haven't even, allowed myself to think about that yet, really. I haven't planned it. I haven't scheduled it. I haven't tried to raise money for it. I haven't done anything. I don't even have a way to do it right now, even if I wanted to, and I don't. But I have to do it. My thighs are insane. And they're really the most functionally oppressive body part I have, as far as, causing me actual discomfort and being in the way. The others were in the way and caused me discomfort and rashes, but it was more of a, self-esteem thing. It was more of a, how I looked, not seeing my progress and all that. But with my thighs, it's not that, because those are easily hidden for the most part. I mean, the pants don't exactly fit me right, and I can't find swimming trunks to fit me to save my life because of my thighs. But, for the most part, it can be hidden, and I can still, feel comfortable in my skin for the most part. That said, I still have to have it done, just because of how, in the way it is, how much it bothers me, and I need to finish this. So all that to say that it is difficult. And now, if you're watching this and you've lost 100 pounds, I wouldn't, necessarily use me as your guiding post. I'd find someone who lost similar weight, because the more you lose and the more extra skin you have, the more complex the surgery is, the more intensive it is, and I think the longer that your body has to heal. I mean, it just makes sense, because you are dissected underneath everywhere where they pull the skin. So if they're pulling it from your sides, then your entire abdomen is going to be dissected of skin, pulled, stretched back together, and all of that under there has to heal, like all of it. It's not just where the incision is, it's the entire place. And for me, it was most of my torso, including my lower and upper back, my chest twice, up the middle of my stomach and around 360 on the bottom. There was so much taken that, and I'm over 40. My body took longer than I guess it would normally do to heal, both times. And I expect the same the next time. So I would still do it again in a second. So, yeah, my thoughts.